So, welcome to Beauty of Colors podcast, Inga. It's great to have you on the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
So, Inga, tell us a little bit about you and what is your story?
Yeah, so my name is Inga Faison Cavett. I go by Inga Faye. I was a mechanical engineer for over 20 years at a chemical plant. Um, about 4 years ago, I decided to pursue entrepreneurship full time and really help other people similar to me to grow their business. And when I say similar to me, I'm a natural introvert. I know many people think when they see me on stage or they hear me on podcasts, they're just like, oh, she's not an introvert, but I am. And my goal is really just to help my fellow introverts grow their business in an extroverted world. I know through my business journey, I often felt times where I felt like I had to be an extrovert to be successful. And I just want to know I want my fellow introverted female entrepreneurs to know that they can be themselves and still build a strong and successful business.
So, how can one grow a business based on treating people like humans, not a number?
Well, one of those things that I really stress is the power of relationships. I think every good business transaction should lead with a relationship. I know in my beginning years, the relationships that I had cultivated with people were really transactional. And I think as a result of that, they really felt that. So if for whatever reason they decided to do something different or if they wanted to try something different, they really weren't up front and honest with me and let me know what they were doing. They just kind of ghosted me. And I never understood why that was the case. But as the years went on and through trials and tribulations, I really found out that it was because I really didn't develop that relationship. So to me, it's really key to get to know the people that you're talking to and find out what they need and then be able to find a solution for whatever they have. If you have that solution with your product or service, I think in the beginning I was just trying to sell something. And I think that energy was very prevalent when I interacted with people and they felt that. And as a result of that, it didn't go as I didn't have lasting customers. I would have customers, I would get new customers all the time, but I wouldn't necessarily have people that would really stick with me. I'll say it that way.
So, you're saying that building relationships with your customers help to bring your business a little bit further on than just treating them as a number.
Yeah, correct. And it's not just with customers. I think people feel it when they first meet you. So it would be prospects and leads as well,
Mhm.
because those folks are not necessarily your clients yet, but you still are interacting with them. And for whatever reason, if they're not ready to buy from you right off, that they may know somebody that could possibly buy from you. So then you have a more of a stronger referral base to interact with people because of the relationship you develop with the person that may not have bought from you that day, but referred you to somebody because they just like you.
So, Inga, tell us about your book, The Guide to Create Surveys.
Yeah, so it's not actually a book. It is a downloadable guide, and
Okay.
it really just helps people create a survey based on the learnings that I have learned. I know oftentimes, like anything else, you can read a ton of books and get a lot of input, but it's a little bit easier when somebody's kind of guiding you down the path and telling you about their trials and tribulations so you don't have the same pitfalls. The guide is going to allow you to do that, kind of give you kind of a thinking mechanism on how you can actually create a survey. And then if you want to take it to the next level, you can actually get my DIY course called the Savvy Survey System, which comes with videos and tutorials and scripts and actual a template of a survey that you can just fill in based on what your product or service is.
Is it the survey that you do? Is it a general survey or is it specific for whatever brand that the person is
Oh
selling?
yeah, it's going to be specific. So I have a general guideline or template that I use for my survey,
Mhm.
and then you'll put your stuff in it
Okay.
that's going to be best for your business. So if you sell, I mean, whatever you sell, I mean, I've used it for different facets of my business. I'm a coach, so I've used it from a B2B point of view. I've also used it from a B2C point of view in my beauty business. So it just depends on what type of business you have, what your product or service or even idea is. and then being able to interact with your prospects and leads that will help you determine if they're your person or not.
Wow, okay. So what services do you offer? I know that you do offer a wide range of services. Where can the listeners get in touch with you? Where can they get the survey you talked about? And do you have any speaking engagements coming up in the future?
Yeah, so the way that people can get in touch with me would be, of course, my website, which is ingafay.com. That's INGA, F as in Frank, AY.com.
Mhm.
And on that particular website, you get access to the freebie that we just talked about, the Savvy Survey Guide. You can also get information about how we can connect to see if you're a good fit for coaching, one of my coaching programs. I meet with people in a group as well as a one-on-one setting to help them grow their business. I'm really a firm advocate of what I call the A game. And the
Mhm.
A game is really centered around treating people like people. So let me give you the actual framework of it really quick. So first and foremost, when you meet somebody, I know oftentimes people have a tendency to think everybody's their customer. Well, the first thing I want you to do is I don't want you to assume, I want you to ask. So you're going to ask people versus assume that they are your person. So that way you can really talk to them like a human. And if they're not your person, then maybe you guys have common ground in some other aspect of your life. A boy mom, maybe you like working out, maybe you're a shoe person, whatever. You can definitely connect with them on that level and know that from the beginning and be able to make that quick shift if they're not your person. The second thing I like to do is I want you to assist and not annoy people. So I like to make it a point that if the person, for whatever reason, is not ready to buy from me, if I've already filtered and determined that, oh, yeah, she's my person, but this is just not the time for her, I want to have a way that I can nurture and still interact with her and still build that relationship with her so she'll know me as Inga, not as Inga that sells the Savvy survey system, right? Or Inga that sells beauty products, that she can really get to know me as a person. So I help you come up with a nurturing system that will allow you to do that with your prospects and even your customers, that they're just going to love you that much more because they're going to get inside of what's going on with you, you know, your family, your likes, your dislikes, even products that you love, the things, the trials and tribulations that you've gone through to be the person the person that you are today, that version of yourself today. So that's I also help you with that. And then after we do that, then this is the part that I absolutely love, because when you treat people like people and not humans, you're able to attract them to you more so than attack. Because when you're treating them like numbers, you are really going after them and you're just like, okay, I got to talk to 10 people today and you are number 10. And she feels like she's number 10. You want her to feel like you are genuinely interested in what she has to say and what she's going through and providing a viable solution if your product or service is able to do that. And of course, if you're not able to do that, be able to say, oh, I know just a person that would help you, because you have all of these people in your network that can work with you and help this person get where they want to go, that their desired promised land. So those are the three things that we work in the group as well as the one-on-one coaching. We also work with your mindset too, because if your mindset is controls everything that you do. So we want to make sure that you're in the right mind space, and then you have the tools and the strategies to build that business where people just love being around you, and that you're an ideal I can't talk, referral source for the folks that connect with you.
So, Inga, do you also have like little YouTube videos or YouTube clips that you talk about different things? Or do
Oh
you have
yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I have tons of videos on my YouTube channel. I do a lot of how to. If I
Mhm.
learn about different tricks and tips that I've learned just in my journey of being an entrepreneur, I'm all about sharing those with my tribe and my community. So yeah, you can definitely access my YouTube channel, and all that information, again, like I said, is on my website.
Sounds good. So, do you have any last words for the listeners that something that you would say to help them own their talent and pursue their dreams?
Well, the first and foremost I would say is do you, boo. Nobody can do you better than you. And I want you to feel that your uniqueness is awesome. It is what makes you stand out. It's what attracts people to you because, like I just said, nobody can do you better. And I want you to own that because that's what's going to help people. That's what's going to help you stand out and really attract the people that want what you have. Even if it's just an idea, it doesn't even have to be a product or service that you're selling. We are selling all the time. And it may not be a monetary sale. It may just be getting somebody interested in something that you are doing or a new idea that you've just created. I just want you to step in your greatness. So make sure that you do that because you are here for a purpose, and don't let anyone deter you and let you not be able to do what you were meant to do while you're here.
Wow, nicely said, Inga. Well, thank you for being on Beauty of Colors podcast.
Thank you.